In fall 2022, Victor Valley College is releasing student planning. To access student planning, go to your MyVVC dashboard and click on the self-service icon. You'll be redirected to the self-service menu, and to access the student planning tool, click on the student planning card here. Once you get to this screen, you'll be redirected to the overview screen that will give you a glimpse of your active programs. You'll also be able to scroll down and see your winter schedule. If you don't see any classes here and you've registered for a course, it means that you're most likely registered for an online class. So if you scroll down, you can see that class here. If I scroll back up, I have two options. I can view my progress or I can plan my degree. In this case, let's start with view your progress. So click on the Go to My Progress link here. And on this screen, what you'll be able to see is the progress that you've made towards completing any active certificate or degree that you have on file with the college. To see your active programs, you can look here at the upper left-hand side of the screen, and you can toggle through the different programs that are listed with admissions and records. I can also click here to see a program notes about that particular degree. I can see what my catalog year is, and whether it's a certificate or an associate's degree, and what the actual major is. Here on the right, I can see the total number of units that I have completed that can be applied towards my degree, and how many units I've completed at this college in general. I can scroll down and see a list of requirements. If you click the Expand All option, you can see a full list of all of the core requirements that you would need to complete for your degree. This will also indicate any electives that you've completed at the college, and you can see that under the Other Courses section here. This will allow you to also see if you've planned a course or if you're registered in a course that would be considered an elective towards your degree itself. And over here, it also shows you if you've attempted any classes. To the far right, I can see what my grade is and the term that I took the course or have planned a course. And if it's in red, it indicates that you need to pay attention to that particular requirement. Something isn't working. It's either not met yet, or perhaps you did not pass the class successfully, so we wouldn't be able to apply that course towards your progress. If you see it in yellow, it means that the yellow here is indicating that it's in progress and that it has not yet been completed. If you scroll up, you also can click on the View a New Program option here to be able to select another program that you would want to see how much progress you've made towards completing. It's important to note that this does not indicate you're changing your major. It's a what-if type situation. So if I wanted to change my major to business, what classes would I need to complete and how much have I already completed? So once you've selected a program, you'd be able to click the View Program and be able to see the evaluation. To go back to the main overview screen, I'm going to click on the Student Planning tab here and go to Plan and Schedule. Or in this case, I want to go to the overview screen, so I'm going to go here. But if I wanted to go to my Ed Plan, I would be able to click on this link here. But in this case, let's click on Plan Overview, and I'm back on that screen. So now let's click on the second option, which is Plan Your Degree. I'm going to click on Go to Plan and Schedule. And for the fall 2022 release of student planning, you'll see three different tabs here at the top of the screen. The Schedule tab, which indicates the courses that you are currently registered to take, either in the current term or in the current registration cycle. In this case, I can see that for winter, I have waitlisted for English 101, and I can see the indication here that it's waitlisted. I can click on the drop-down menu next to meeting information to see more information about that course. It is an online course, so you're not going to see the class listed here on your main calendar, but if you scroll down, you'll see it at the very bottom of the calendar. I can also go back up here and toggle to the next term, which is spring 2023. Here you'll see that the term or the class is in green, indicating that it has been successfully registered. And over here on the right-hand side of the screen, I can see on the calendar when my class meetings would be for that class. For more information on class information, I can click here underneath the course information where it says meeting information to see where the class meets and what the days and times are. If I go back up here to the main timeline, or to the main tabs, I'm going to click on Timeline. This is where you can see a full list of the courses that you have attempted at the college, as well as the courses that you are planning to take in the future. All of your previous semesters will be completed or will be displayed here. You can use the navigation options here to go between terms. And the term name is going to be displayed here with a indicator bar. If you see it in green, it indicates that the term has been successfully completed. Doesn't mean that you successfully completed your classes, but the term has been completed itself. If you go over to the far right and look at the winter and spring, you'll notice that there's no indicator bar indicating that these terms are in the future and they have not yet started. I'll see a full list though of all the classes that I took in a term or attempted, and the grade I earned, the GPA for that term, and also how many units I completed, or at least attempted. Here it will say enrolled, indicating that I didn't complete the class, but I did enroll in 1 unit. For the spring semester, I'm seeing another class here with a check mark. Those indicate that those are non-credit bearing classes that I was registered for. And over here in the winter and spring, I can see that Art 101 has a check mark next to it because it is a successful registration. I'm enrolled in that class. Whereas in winter, it'll indicate here that I'm waitlisted. If you needed to add a class to your plan, you could use the option right here for search for courses to add a class. You would type in the name of the class that you want to add, click the magnifying glass, and you'll be redirected to the course schedule where you could click Add Course to Ed Plan to add that class to your actual plan. To go back, you're going to click the Go Back to Plan and Schedule link, and I'm going to go back to the timeline. When you create an educational plan with your counselor, your ed plan will live here on this timeline screen. You're going to click Advising to access your ed plan that has been completed with your counselor. Here I can see the listed counselors that I have, and also on the far right I can click View Plan Archive to view a list of all of the educational plans that I've created with my counselor after November 1st, 2022. Any notes that I've received from my counselor will also be held here in the View Note History repository. If you do not see an educational plan here, it indicates that you created a plan with your counselor prior to November 1st, 2022, and your plan may be housed in Navigate. To access a copy of that plan, you can contact our counseling department in Building 23. And this is the student planning tool at Victor Valley College that is going to be released fall 2022.